Boom. Alright. Find link. Go.
Oh my god, dude.
Go for Twitter first. It's the easiest one. Go.
Smash comes out in how many days? 4 or 5 more?
It's like 5 days. I know. 4 days, I think, actually.
Nice.
Damn. That's crazy. This one.
I'm like ready to play.
I'm pumped. I'm so excited.
Same.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna be labbing a whole bunch of shit day one because I have to. Well, I don't have to, but I'm going to a tournament.
For Ultimate?
Yeah, first day.
Really?
Yeah, I only got in because a buddy of mine had to drop out. So, kind of playing for him sort of deal.
I got you.
Alright. But, we are live.
Nice.
With the impromptu episode. Let me just close out of that. Don't need that. Don't need Facebook. Don't need Twitter. Alright, let's try and free up some internet space here. So I'm not lagging behind and stuff.
Yeah, I should probably do the same.
And boom. Alright. So, welcome to the 4th episode of the Let's Talk Machinima podcast. I'm your host, your friendly neighborhood speed demon, and with me today is the
Lonewolf1500.
Mr. Oh, I was gonna intro you, and you just
We don't need intros. No, I'm joking.
I had it all set up. It was just, whatever, fine, whatever. Just My Hero Academia me.
Lonewolf1500 here.
Alright.
Hello, guys.
Cool.
Alright.
Yo. How are you today?
I am exhausted. I'm tired, but I'm having a great night and a good day so far.
Alright. Nice. It's good to hear. Good to hear. So, you have not seen any of the episodes I've done so far.
Sorry?
I said you haven't seen any of the episodes I've done so far.
No, I
correct?
have not.
Alright, cool. And I literally, probably half an hour ago, you didn't even know we were going to do this.
No.
That's
I'm
fine.
just watching the Machinima marathon that Isaiah just did, so check out his channel and check that out if you haven't already.
Oh, man, we got name dropping happening already?
Yeah.
Sweet, love it. Alright, so, basic principles, I did go over it. Same as always, I got about 10 questions here to throw your way, and then we'll go from there. And you'll get to ask me stuff, and we'll just chat along the way.
Okay.
Alright.
Sounds fair.
So I'm gonna throw the first question at you.
I'm ready.
How long have you been into / watching Smash?
What it was, I cannot remember the name. I just know it wasn't A Link to the Smash. And if you know me, you should know that A Link to the Smash is my favorite one. But ironically, not the first one I started off with. So I've been watching Smash Machinima since I was 11 years old. But the first one I fell in love with was A Link to the Smash, and that actually got me into the Legend of Zelda. So here I am now, like the biggest Zelda fan, and I make Zelda Machinima on my channel. So
you guys should go watch it. I voice in it, so that means at least one character's trash.
Oh my god, that is true. That's exactly like that. I was like, speed trash, dude. I'm gonna cast you, bro.
Alright, cool.
Just garbage.
Hot trash.
Just hot trash. No,
I'm surprised you didn't cast me at Link in that place. Man, I'm gonna make everyone hate this show. Just have the worst guy be the main character. That would be to make a parody Machinima where the main character, is the worst voice actor, but everyone around him is professional quality.
Oh,
voicing.
Stop, dude. Oh, okay. So, fun fact to the viewers is, before Speed Demon was actually in the Retro Pixels, I was already a fan of his work. So I already wanted to cast him as Cloud. So I don't know what he's talking about.
You're ruining my charade.
I already had it I was like, yeah, I really want this dude. I put him in the Retro Pixels. We were actually friends before he even joined the Retro Pixels, which was a while ago. So that's pretty cool.
That's crazy to think that I only had talked to 2 members of the Pixels before I was a member and joined, or before Isaiah messaged me and we talked about the details. One being you and the other being Angel.
Who's the other one? Isaiah?
Angel.
Oh, Angel. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't like Angel.
Whoa!
She's the worst Retro Pixels member. You know, if you haven't seen our show that Speed Demon made, what was it called? Revenge? Angel's the reason why we all like disgrouped, so I don't like her. She's horrible.
Okay, whoa.
This is her.
Okay,
it's her fault.
That's incredibly out of context, but in a way, I guess not incorrect.
Yeah, it's her fault that we dislike each other. Like, so I don't like Angel. Like, here I am talking to myself in the show, losing my damn mind because of Angel, because she decides that she wants to die. So it's like, all right, now we're all like just not band together.
Dude, you're like my favorite character to write for in that show. Because I'm like, alright, how bad can I make Lone this time?
Yeah, I'm just sitting there reading the script like, what the fuck? My character's a freaking nut job, dude.
Dude, have you... I think I must have sent it to you by now, but like the script for episode 3, I try to avoid spoilers, but like that script though, what happens to you?
Oh god.
It's fun.
Are you talking about the one I recently just voiced and sent to you?
Yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be my favorite episode until you send me the script for 4. But yeah, it's pretty nutty, but I love it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. We've been off topic for a while. Let's get back on track just a tad.
I'm joking, guys. I actually love Angel. She's awesome. But shout out! It was actually her birthday recently passed. So yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Let's go back on track.
All right. So as you mentioned already, that A Link to the Smash is your favorite mission of all time. But what about A Link to the Smash made it your favorite machinima?
Okay, so before I kind of said Link to the Smash made me a huge Zelda fan. In a way, it did, but at the same time, I've played Zelda prior before that. I've played Twilight Princess and I've played Wind Waker, and I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time. The way it's set up, honestly, if you got rid of the Nintendo characters and made them all Zelda characters, it would feel like I'm watching something that's Zelda related. And I tried to replicate that with my show. I don't feel it. I don't feel it in a way, but I feel like A Link to the Smash, if you're looking for something that's true to Zelda and what it is, it's like honestly one of the best ones in my opinion. Like Link goes through having he essentially goes through these things that are like dungeons where he goes through and fight these characters like Mario, Luigi, Donkey Kong, etc. And those are pretty much the dungeons. But after he fights them, he gets an item. And then like there's a part in the show, I think it's like episode 16 or whatever, episode 16 or 15, where he actually starts using the items and he has to like use them all to save Zelda. And it's like really, really cool because that's what you do in the game, where you're in the dungeon, you sit there, use an item, you try to figure out which item you got to use to solve the puzzle. And that's why, honestly, to me, it's like my favorite machinima of all time, actually. So there's more, but that's pretty much the basis of it.
Nice, yeah, it's really cool when someone is able to like take his source material and fit it so well into like what they're trying to do.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Text based, there's no voice acting whatsoever, and Link does not say a single word. Like throughout the entire show, Link is actually silent. And for you to have like a main protagonist who doesn't talk at all, and in machinima specifically, that's a lot of dedication. Like and he's featured in every episode. Like he is the main focus of every episode. And that is something that I wanted to do for Rise of the Fallen, but I tried. I'm like, I'm not feeling it. So you might go through one of my episodes, like episode 8, actually does not feature Link at all in the episode. Whereas like Link to the Smash is just like, this is Link's adventure. And you don't see Zelda until like, you don't. Yeah. So what's next?
No, Skyward Sword is Skyward Sword is right at the start as well.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think what other games. I think Four Swords, if I'm correct. I'm not too sure. I only played that game once, but I'm pretty sure Four Swords also features Zelda at the beginning too. If I'm wrong, you can always just like correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's Four Swords.
I don't think I haven't played Four Swords in a very long time. I remember I did play it, but I can't remember like specifics.
Yeah. All right, so let's go on to the next question.
All right. Getting into more.
I'm sorry.
So how? Am I cutting out?
Yeah, just a little bit. What were you saying?
All right.
Telling my experience live, but I told Isaiah about my experience of joining Retro Pixels. But pretty much, I was making. This was back before I made the reboot of my series, but I was making Machinima, and I was talking to one of my close friends on Facebook. This was like before I even knew any of you guys or anyone in the Machinima community. And he was like, "Oh yeah, dude, like you're gonna be big someday." Blah blah. I mean, I'm still not big, but this is. He was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna be big someday. Like someone's going to notice you." Blah blah. I'm like, "No, like I'm only getting like 5 views on this, whatever." And then the next thing you know, like not even the day after, like the day after he said that, Isaiah messaged me and say, "Hey, yeah, we're interested in your work. Do you want to join the Retro Pixels?" And I'm just sitting there like. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm literally sitting there like, nah, this is a prank. So I go back in the message. I'm like, are you pranking me? He's like, no. I'm like, well, someone literally just asked me to join a group. He was like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. So I messaged Isaiah. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I told him how I think about it. So then my friend and I, my personal friend, we were talking about this more. And I was like, I'm going to join the group. I'm going to see what happens. And so I joined. And let me just say, like, this is probably one of the best groups I've ever been. Not even probably. This is the best group I've ever been in. You guys are talented. I love talking to you guys. We do things like this, and it's awesome. You know, like talking to another Retro Pixel member live, which is you, and we do collab.
I'm in the Pixels.
You are? Oh my god! Nah. But seriously,
when did that happen?
It's awesome. Like, it's a great experience being in a group and like doing collabs with everyone. For instance, we're doing, like I said, Revenge. We're doing this. I hope we're doing other things. Wink, wink. That I probably can't talk about. But it's great. Like, my experience with the Pixels has been awesome, and everyone there is very helpful. We all help each other out. Like, we give each other tips, pointers. Like, there's different. We get music. Like, Isaiah actually got the main theme for my first arc of Rise of the Fallen for me. Like, everyone's just really helpful and supportive. So I love you guys. You guys are the best. That's how I feel about Retro Pixels. I'm crying right now, man. No, I'm joking. Hello.
Oh, hello. D-Rage just said that the stream is unlisted. I don't. Huh, that's weird. I don't know how to change. Oh, there we go. Public. Let's change that, please. YouTube. Jeez. All right. Thanks, D-Rage. I appreciate the assist. I did not know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, D-Rage, that guy. Yeah, he's the only guy I don't like in the Pixels. I don't recommend talking to him at all. Terrible person.
Okay. Apparently my audio is a bit low.
I'm joking. He's great. D-Rage is great.
Let me just boost this up. Alright.
Hello.
Hey, sorry. Allie's in the chat, and she said that my audio is a bit low, so I tried to boost my audio a bit. Hopefully that helps.
Oh, yes. Hey, Allie. It's been a while. That's what the D stands for.
Oh my god!
Yeah, alright, cool.
No! I'm never gonna be able to think of D-Rage as anything other than Dick Rage now.
Dick Rage? Yeah, he's a dick, everyone.
Oh, but he's like, he's bad so guy. Cool, but like, now you're just like, you know what the D stands for? I'm like, no, D-Rage, don't ruin this for me.
Yeah, that's why he was the first one to die in Revenge. Like, he's such a dick, no one cared.
Technically, he's second.
Oh, he's. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot Angel died first. Yeah, then D-Rage.
Yeah, remember your other least liked member of the group, whoever you were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Next.
so
What's next?
So for the order of deaths in that show has been Angel, D-Rage, Woo-Man, and then Speed.
Oh, Oh, dang! I forgot Speed died.
Yeah. And then I thought it was very ironic though that the episode where like Woo-Man died, like right after that episode went live, Woo-Man left the group.
Oh my God! Stop.
I was like, oops.
Yeah. Woo-Man's great though. Like if you haven't he still has Machinima on his channel, right?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, cool.
Everything's still live over there.
Yeah, still like definitely
Actually,
go check his channel out.
If I can organize it, I'm probably gonna have if I can organize it, I'm probably gonna have him on the podcast as well.
Yeah, that'd be great. Press F for Woo-Man. Yeah, he was such a great guy, honestly.
I mean, he still is. It's not like he went anywhere.
Oh boy, I'm using my my.
Nice.
Ah boy, wrong account.
That's amazing.
Wow, I wonder who that prick is. Anyway, what's the next question?
Alright, well, you kind of did answer it, but I guess this will give you an opportunity to go a little bit more into it.
Yeah.
Do you think being a part of a Machinima group helps you or hinders you?
Oh, dude, it helps. Boy. Let me tell you guys, for those who are like viewing this right now, that I actually like considered so many times to quit Machinima. So many times, like Rise of the Fallen probably wouldn't even have gotten a reboot. I would have just quit. Like and Kyle could, I'm pretty sure like Speed Demon can tell you guys how many times like I sat there and said, dude, like I'm about to quit, blah 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 blah. I can't do this anymore.
The amount of times I told you, like, no, suck it up, quit being a little bitch was, like, essentially what I was telling you.
Pretty much, like, I literally come to Speed or Isaiah just like, I'm quitting, I can't do this anymore. And they're like, no, dude, you got this. And then now, here we go, Rise of the Fallen reboot, 8 episodes. I'm like, shit. I can't quit now. Like, I got 8 episodes out. Like, oh my God, man. It's almost done, but I can't quit. I gotta finish it.
Yeah,
so.
it was like at one point we got to a system where it was like, Lone gets an episode out. A few weeks later, guys, I can't do it. I'm like, oh my God, yes, you can. He's like, you're right, I can do this. And then he goes like the little engine that could, and he makes the next episode. And then like a few weeks later, he's like, guys, I can't.
Literally, literally. Every time that happened, I just had my next episode out in like 2 days. I'm like, okay, there we go. Bam, next episode's out. Maybe I should whine to you guys more so I can be finished with this freaking series. Just whine all the time. But other than that, like being in the Machinima group has also helped me with the community, because I feel like the community is also really helpful as well. Like we have our own. 1 second. Yeah, we have our own Discord server. Like it's a community Discord server for anyone to join. So just being in there also helps, because we all, like I said, we're a community. So we all we sit there and we share mods with each other. We share hacks with each other. D-Rage, who is in the stream.
You're supposed to talk about hacking.
What happened?
I said you're not supposed to talk about hacking. That's a secret.
Oh my God. Anyway, D-Rage, who's in the stream with us now, helped me with a few mods, and he makes.
D-Rage helps everyone with mods.
Yeah, he makes like one of the most badass like machinimas. Oh my God, I'm cheesing so hard, but he makes one of the most badass machinimas called Dragon Ball Z. So check it out if you haven't. I'm just like shouting out everyone right now.
Yeah, I'm honestly having a hard time figuring out which guys of the pictures you haven't shouted out already.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't shouted out Smash yet, but I'll be getting there whenever we bring him out.
Good.
Because like, Tide is so freaking good. Anyway,
yeah, I feel like you just did.
Yeah, I can sit here and just talk about everyone's machinima but mine. Let's talk Let's talk about, Angel Glory is in here. Let's talk about Angel Glory's Machinima. His Machinima is also good. Check out, subscribe to his channel right now if you have it.
Oh my god. Dude, there's not a description box big enough for all of these shout outs.
Oh, trust me, we can make it fit, bro.
Oh my god.
Oh no, please subscribe to his channel. His channel's great. So, Kyle, what's next?
Alright. Well, you said you weren't, you could talk about everyone's mission but your own.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we're going to talk about your own.
Okay.
Right about now. Okay. So, what is your favorite part about making Machinima and Rise of the Fall, just kind of in general?
My favorite part about making Machinima is honestly, I have to say, like, the planning process, because making it, I hate it so much. Like, sitting down and making Machinima, I'm like, I want to quit. No, I'm joking. But honestly, thinking about it and, like, just visualizing it, like, this might sound crazy, but every day I'm thinking about Machinima, especially since I have an upcoming Machinima that's going to be for Smash Ultimate. Anyway, but, honestly thinking about it, and then editing audio is just so much fun. Like going to YouTube, grabbing the music, finally seeing the pieces come together after you sat there and waited.
And by going to YouTube, he means getting every song he uses legally and correctly.
Yeah, correctly. Anyway,
don't take what he said out of context. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, getting music legally. I was going to say illegally. Legally downloading music from YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, quit. Have a shovel there to dig your grave a little bit deeper?
Yeah. Yeah, anyway, like after waiting for everyone to send in their lines and after finding all the songs I need, actually sitting there and editing the audio and editing and adding the scenes and the sound effects and just watching it and then seeing it come together, like, wow, this is pretty badass. And then like all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get my next episode out in like 2 weeks, and then 4 months later, oh yeah, here's the next episode of Rise of the Fallen, guys. Like, it's fun. Like, it's genuinely fun editing audio. Like, I love listening to music. And if you watch any Machinima out there, you've always like recognized music, especially like when it comes from rich gaming franchises, like, using Nintendo or third parties. Like, music will always be up there in like a priority list for me specifically because it's so good. So I love editing audio.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. Like, doing the audio, finding the music, it's quite time consuming to find the song that fits.
Oh yeah.
It's such like a heart-wrenching thing though when you like find a song that you really like and you're like, yeah, this will work, and then you put it in and you play the scene back and you're like, it really doesn't work.
Dude, oh my god. Yes. That's tedious. I can actually understand what you're saying with that. Like with episode 6, that entire, like, the first 5 minutes for me, I actually did. That was, if you guys watched episode 6 of Rise of the Fallen, that the opening was actually the very last thing I've did, only because I was like, this scene has to leave some sort of impact, and I need to watch it and say, wow, this is good. Like, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it, I can't even say that word right now. I just like
perfectionist.
Perfectionist, yeah. I can't say it, dude. It's like 12 o'clock, and I've been moving stuff all day. Leave me alone. But yeah, like when I was making that scene, I went through at least.
But moving stuff is my job.
You know what? You're fired. I quit. Good night, guys. I'm leaving.
No, you don't get to quit. I decide when you're done.
You can't do these anymore, man. I'm joking. But yeah, like, I had to sit there and go through so many different songs. Like, I'm not sure who's played Fallout in here, but I went through like the opening theme for Fallout 4, I believe. and I went through like the opening theme for Super Paper Mario, and then I just Googled opening cinematics. Oh yeah, I even used something from Resident Evil Final Chapter. Don't judge me. I have a guilty pleasure. I personally enjoy them, but the games are better. But anyway, I went through that opening, but then I was like, none of these are working. None of them are long enough. I needed something that was long enough, like that was 5 minutes. And then I went through the Last of Us opening, the main theme for the Last of Us. I'm like,
apparently, hey Lone, hang on. Apparently, you're echoing a bit.
Oh, sorry. Hold on, give me 1 second. Try to mute myself. Wait, Kyle, I think that might be you that's echoing. Not sure.
I don't know.
Hello?
I don't hear any echoing, so.
Yeah, me either. But I do see that your icon's going off a little bit. But yeah, so I even went through like The Last of Us, main theme for The Last of Us, and I was like, none of this is working. So eventually I just YouTube cinematic openings, and I found that opening song for the for episode 6, and I was like, this is really, really, really good. And then it just got louder and louder and more dramatic as it went through, and I'm just like, I'm just visualizing the scene in my head. And honestly, I can talk about this all day, but the thing about episode 6, I told myself, if I cannot get the first 5 minutes down right in terms of like how I'd like it to be, I felt the entire episode. So when I went there and I watched it, because like, well, I was when I was editing it, I'm like, oh, this isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. I need this. I need that. Do it in Brawl. I do it in Smash. I need Melee. I just try to use everything. So when I sat there, like even when I was rendering it, I was doubting it. And then I like showed one of my friends, and he was like, oh my God, this is so good. I'm like, no, it's not. And then I'm sitting there watching, I'm like, oh my God, this is so good. So like music honestly does go a long way. I'm not just saying that, just music does go a long way. So if you're machinimating, definitely go out and try to find like a badass track that would be in like everyone's head. Even if like something iconic. It doesn't even have to be iconic, just a really, really good track that fits the scene and the mood, and you'll be set. I dropped my penny.
You have a penny?
Yeah. I'm like fiddling around with the penny right now.
Pennies don't even... You can't even use pennies anymore.
I know.
I would say at one point pennies would be worth more, but they're, you know, they're a cent. So like, even a penny that's super valuable would be like worth $1.
Seeking scenes with music. Hey, thank you, D-Rich. I just read the chat.
Yeah, no, we got some chat stuff going on.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, editing audio is like my favorite thing to do. I'm a Machinima.
Alright, now, for the opposite side of that coin, or I guess, you know, penny.
Yeah.
What is the most challenging part about making Machinima for you?
Okay, let me actually think about that. Because there's not really anything that I would say that's really hard or challenging. It's more so what takes the most time. And on the top of my head is either script writing or I want to say fight scenes, because recently recording has gotten so much easier for me.
Dude, I'm sorry.
Wait, what?
Why is this in the chat? Why is this in the chat? He says, Lone, take your shirt off.
Nah, man, I can't do that. We have to keep this PG-13. Actually, no, I can't.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah,
It doesn't even matter.
You gotta...
Lone could be...
Oh, no, I can... No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I was like, I can turn the cam. Nah, I can't. But,
We get speed banned.
Yeah. Kyle's like, yeah, you can't come to any of my streams anymore.
Yeah, you can't. I can't get banned. It's, I've got like 3 episodes left of Smash games.
But yeah, honestly, if you would have asked me this about 3 to 4 months ago, I would have said the most challenging about Machinima is actually recording the scenes. But that was because when I first started machinimating, I was doing it in such a tedious way where I was like, okay, every 2 seconds or every 1 to 2 seconds, I need a different angle or a different scene. I used to look at people who had like a 5-shot, their scene shot in like 3 seconds or more, like, oh yeah, this isn't good. Like it should always be like a different camera angle.
How did you wait? Hold on. If that was your mindset, how did you like my series at all?
Listen, I get enjoyment out of Machinima, but that was literally my mindset. Not 5 months ago, but this was like my mindset back when I was doing like episode 4 or 3. And then like episode 5 came out. I'm just like, you know what? It looks more professional if I just sit there and not do like jump cuts every 2 seconds or 1 second. And it also speeds up the process of machinimating because therefore I don't have to sit there and like scramble for like there's a scene in episode 8 where I sat there and like literally recorded that one scene for a good 7 seconds, but just used camera edits. It was like, you know what, this looks really I don't need to ever sit there and record 1,000 different scenes like in Sony Vegas, like not Sony Vegas, like whatever my capture card thing, my capture card, when I sit there and I go through the edits, it will say that I've like recorded 500 different clips where now it's like 200 or less. But back then I record like 500 different clips trying to make my machinima. I'm like, yeah, this is how you do it, guys.
This is how it's done. This is how the pros do it. Man, so your process of making machinima is how Marvel makes fight scenes.
Yeah. But no, now the most tedious part for me for machinimating is honestly script writing. Like, I'm going to spill the beans if you follow my channel or my Twitter at all. The next machinima I'm making is Surf and Turf. I'm literally struggling trying to write this second episode because I'm like, I can do it this way. I can do it that way. I want to do this. I want to do that. But I'm like, no, because this isn't going to be a long series. And Rise of the Fallen actually got in like script right. Like, I changed the script for Rise of the Fallen so many different times. And the one that I sent to you guys, because Kyle, you're actually in my machinima, is actually the official script. But script writing for me is really hard. Even like I'm doing a machinima after Surf and Turf, and I'm like trying to script to write that machinima. And even doing shorts is like super hard. So like when Redway, I'm not sure if he's in this chat right now. But
he hasn't messaged anything.
No, but when Redway, me and him have did a few collabs. But when I'm reading his collabs, I'm like, dude, I'm so jealous because you would come up with these badass like 2-minute videos, and I struggle to like write anything that's 2 minutes long. Like honestly, when I write machinima, it has to be this very like complex, compelling story. If it's like a short, it has to be like, oh, well, once upon a time there was a man who like did this and did that, and he had a child, and his child had a child, and they were cousins, and I don't know.
What? Whoa!
Like,
that escalated so quickly. What? This man has a child who had a child, and they were cousins. I'm like, that's not how. That's like, like Game of Thrones Targaryen level BS right there.
So that's me. That's when I'm writing another machinima, just know that that's in the back of my head. Even like my short on my channel called At World's End or whatever. I was going to make that an entire series. I'm like, let me just make it shorts. But even watching it as a short is like, what the fuck is going on? There is something that's like deep and complex here that I'm not understanding. And there's just so much going on. Sorry, what was that you said?
No. Comment, no.
Wait.
Please delete. Plot twist. Speed is Lone's father.
Oh my god.
I am not Darth Vader. Also, I'm like a year older than he is, too. I think I'm like 2 years older than you.
Yeah, I'm 21, guys. No, he's not my dad. You're not my dad.
I would hope not. I didn't want to have a kid when I was 2 years old. That's a no.
Yeah. And I like like we went over previously, I think the second most tedious or complicated thing, like I said, it's not hard at all. It's just more so the amount of effort that goes into something. So script writing.
Dude,
Squid Whitey, I'm such a child. Like,
maybe you are.
Yeah, script writing is like definitely the most challenging thing for me. And then second would be finding a good song to match the scene. Because honestly, when I look at a scene I'm thinking about the song that I'm gonna choose, and it's really hard. So just those two.
Oh, the other, the the other, like the other heart wrenching thing. You find the song, it fits perfectly. You edit the video, you upload it to YouTube, and then that song gets copyrighted.
Oh, dude, you know what's crazy? I've yet to get copyright strike.
Hey, you know what? Why don't brag about it some more?
Yeah, man. Like let me stop before. Like I've done use so many songs, and that's one thing. Okay, so there will be times where the retro pictures are talking about what songs they're going to use, and I'm just sitting there like I can use that song, and I wouldn't get copyright strike for it. I bet one of these days they're just going to like YouTube's going to look at my channel and be like, okay, he has this song, he has JoJo, he has Zelda, he has Xenoblade. Let's take his channel down. You're going to come in to watch Surf and Turf like episode 3, and just my channel's going to be gone. It's not going to be here anymore. It's going to be gone. And God for dip your
forever.
Yo, Wise. Why do you want me to dip my toes in ketchup?
I saw that comment. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a thing that he could do, or he could not do that.
Yeah. Guys, I'm not sure if you know, but Wise actually sniff bicycle seats.
What?
Yeah, Wise sniffs bicycle seats. Right, Wise?
Yeah.
True story.
Oh.
He just agrees with it. But yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Alright, well, we're gonna get into the next question here.
Okay.
Boom. If you had to give one piece of advice to someone just starting out in Machinima, what would it be?
Don't rush. I'm pretty sure that's
Sweet
advice.
and simple.
I'm pretty sure.
I like
Yeah,
it.
I'm pretty sure that's advice we can all. Don't rush. Like that was something I did.
Absolutely.
That was something. Not even I did. That was something a lot of machinimators do, and like even some of the better ones you may not believe, but sometimes they rush too. Like there, I can't give an examples. I can, but I'm not going to. But there are some very good machinimators out there who also rush. Who?
Steve.
Yeah, Speed Demon. He rushes. He rushes everything. Terrible machinimator. I'm joking.
I said Steve.
Oh, you said Steve? I thought you said Speed. I'm like, yeah, Speed.
No.
Terrible machinimator. Unsubscribe.
All right, fine. Yeah, unsubscribe. Actually.
But no, don't rush. Always sit there, write down your outlines, write down your story, because honestly, like, you want to have a good foundation of what your series or what your show is going to be before you dive into it. Otherwise, you're just going to sit there and like rewrite the script 100 times, like hundreds of times before you find something that you're comfortable with. And if you are comfortable, then that's great. But like I said, don't try to dive directly into Machinima and just say, "Hey, now I'm in the say, "Hey, now I'm a Machinimator." Have a video on YouTube. Like always, just sit there and double check with yourself and be sure that you're giving it the best quality that you can possibly put into it. You know what I mean? Give it your best work, your best effort. Don't rush. That was my advice to Kyle, by the way. Don't rush, Kyle.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sure.
I'm joking with you.
I know.
Dude, you gotta like shoot back.
I'm the host. I shoot back. I'm a bad host. But if you want me to, I'll.
Go ahead, drop the F-bomb. It's okay. We're all adults here. No, I'm joking. Telling a speed demon not to rush. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, clearly that's. I gotta go fast all the time.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Kyle, not rushing but just being fast. There was a time where I'm like, okay, Kyle just uploaded his next episode. Now I gotta do it. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, back where we were both like on episode 4, I don't know, we both were on the same episode, and I'm like, oh shoot, he just uploaded episode 7 part 1 or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to upload episode 7, and by the time I upload episode 7, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm on episode 13. I'm like, shit. Like, how am I supposed to compete?
To be fair, I got through episodes like 1 through like 4 or 5 really quickly because I only had, I think at that point I only had a total of like 6 characters maximum. So it took far less time for me to get all the voices and stuff.
Wait, I'm sorry, what happened? I heard the last part, but the first part.
Yeah, I was saying that like the reason why I was able to get episodes out relatively quick was because for the first like 4 to 5 episodes of Smash games, like I only had like 6 characters.
Oh yeah, you're right. But that's good though. Like that's honestly I'm not trying to like. Actually, I'm not being anything, but I actually sat there. Out of any machinima that I've watched, I think I've watched yours the most because I don't know. Like I just like how you sat there and introduced the characters and went through like the same characters during the first few episodes. I don't know. I just know that I've watched your machinima more than I've actually watched A Link to the Smash. Just saying.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah.
It makes me feel good that people watch my stuff. It's actually like a really nice feeling when I go, like, I sit down on my computer, I open up YouTube, and I get like, I see like a comment, and it's like on like the first episode of my series or whatever, and I'm just like, people are still watching it.
Oh yeah, D-Ray said we worked too hard for him to catch up. Also, I love you, Wise, and I hate you, Highboy. I hope I said your name right and didn't butcher it. I'm pretty.
He's writing it. Whoa,
okay,
hang on.
bored.
D-Rage. It's just like Speed's writing is pretty neat.
Yo. You forgot the yo.
I know, I got it. There was a comma though, so I had to pause.
Oh, I forgot. That was a long ass pause, dude. Like.
It was dramatic effect.
Oh my god, I was going to say something, but I was going to say something, but I'm going to shut up. You're pausing me getting my. Did you know I was almost on Machinima strike for a whole year? Like, if you actually go and look, there was a time where I didn't have an episode out in like almost an entire year, and I was like going to the retro pixels of how I'm like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, everyone's like, dude, you're okay. I was like, I'm so sorry, I didn't put an episode out. I'm such a terrible machinimator. And I was like, dude, chill. Like, you're okay. You're not going to leave this group. I'm like, okay. And then like next thing you know, I upload an episode 3 weeks later. I'm like, okay, there we go. I'm golden.
I'm golden for another year.
Yeah.
Later, guys.
For another year. I'll see you guys in another year. Quick. Lay me with some more questions, man.
All right, cool. So, well, this one. Now, kind of the other side of that, is there anything you wish you knew about making machinima before you started?
Not to rush.
Dude, I love it. I love your answer.
Now, before I actually get into the topic, is there another, can we like ask another question? Because it's honestly the same thing I just said. The whole script writing, just everything. Next question. Ask a similar question.
I want to ask a similar question.
Ask me. No, I'm joking. Go ahead, do what you got to do. Not to rush.
Okay. Oh wait, hold up. Lone, if Johnny had 1 apple and Sally had 5 apples, how long till Johnny steals Sally's apples?
Let me ask you.
Now,
let me read this stupid question that Y said in chat. Hold on.
There is one correct answer to this.
If Johnny had 1 apple and Sally had 5 apples, how long till Johnny steals Sally? What? How long till? Wait, listen to this. How long till Johnny steals Sally?
Yeah, how long?
No, it's just
apples. It's very. Stop.
what?
Don't.
If Johnny had one
God,
apple
Lone,
and
don't
Sally
make it
had
gay.
5 apples, how long till Johnny steals Sally's apples?
Yes. The apples. How long
Um.
will Johnny wait before he takes them?
No.
There's one
What's
correct answer.
honestly throwing me off is this little phrase here. How long till Johnny? How,
Oh my god.
that's what I keep looking at. Screw the rest. How long till Johnny steals Sally's apple? All right, yeah, I'm not answering that. I'm going 4 seconds or what? Huh? What's the correct answer to this?
The correct answer is 7.
7?
Yes.
How long till Johnny steals Sally's apple? Okay.
The answer is 7. Because the answer is always 7.
Okay, 7. Great. 7.
Alright. Neat. Moving on.
Yeah.
Alright, so, sticking in the realm of machinima, but moving on, because I know you actually do quite a bit of voice acting
Cool.
as well.
Okay.
Who has been your favorite character to voice in any project you've done?
Okay, I actually have to think about that. You kind of put me on blast here.
That's the point.
Wow. Oh, you know what? I actually know who it is, but I'm not sure if I can talk about that machinima yet because it's not even out. But it is a newcomer. The character, I want to say a little bit about it. I'm not going to like say anything about the story, just how the character acts, but he is like such a badass. Like he's just all about himself. Like, yeah, like I don't care about this. I don't care. He's kind of edgy in a way, but oh my god, he's such a good ass character to voice. My second favorite character would have to be something that already is out on YouTube. Would have to be. Wait, can I talk about any of your series?
Yeah, why not?
Anything that you don't have out?
I mean, I would. What in particular you want to talk about?
Ganondorf.
Oh yeah, no, you can talk about Last Light.
Okay, cool. I want to say Ganondorf from Last Light, and only because not only because, but he has a lot of issues. I mean, like it's Ganondorf, but that's not really what it is. What it is was like when I voiced. Wait, hey Lone, who was your favorite band that voiced actress for the first few episodes? Anyway, moving on. But yeah, voicing Ganondorf in Last Light because like. To me, when I was reading the script, I didn't see it as a machinima. I saw it as I visualized it as a full-blown movie production because that's what it is, and it's long as fuck. And I had to sit there and voice. Hey, Star, what's going on, man? But I had to sit there and voice this. I had to voice him. I think it took me 3 months to get all my lines, and I'm not sure. But
Something like that.
What happened?
I said, yeah, something like that, because you sent it to me in, like, chunks.
Yeah, like, every time I voiced act Ganondorf for Last Light, I would do it for, honestly, I'm not exaggerating, for at least, like, like, I would sit there and be like, yeah, this, that, like, I'd have to get my voice very, very low, or I have to talk like this. Like, and it hurt. Like, it was fun, but it was painful. Like, it was great. And, this was actually years ago, so I messaged Kyle on Discord. I'm like, hey, have you started editing your audio for Last Light yet? And he's like, no. And I'm like, good, because I definitely want to sit there and redo all those lines. Which I am, because he's such a fun character to voice. Like, I love being a freaking badass villain. Like, it's fun being, like, mean. I mean, not really, but it's fun being, like, a villain. Like, it's great. So definitely, yeah, it's painful fun. So like, yeah, definitely The Last Light. If we're talking about what's, I guess, like, it's not really on YouTube, but you definitely did have it on your channel, I believe.
Yeah, no, I have a couple. I have a couple like trailers and sneak peeks. I haven't. I haven't gone into like full production yet. I'm gonna be waiting until I finish one of my active series right now, just so I'm not spreading myself out like working on a whole bunch of different stuff all at once.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it still might be a bit. I'm hoping to actually fully start working on it like sometime in 2019. That would be ideal.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But going off what I just told you in terms of like me voicing that for hours when I sat there and did one take. Um the longest, this is kind of like, this is on topic but it's also off, but just in case you guys are curious, the longest I've ever voice acted for a character was 3 hours straight. And that is a character that I cannot talk about again. I mean, the series already exists and hopefully the episode will be out soonish, but when you guys hear that voice, you know it's me because, you know, you hear my sexy, seductive voice. Lone Wolf 1500 here.
Your dulcet tones.
I mean, that's not the voice I'm doing, but Lone, if you were a villain, who would you let eat a slice of cake with you? Ridley. This question before I sleep. If Captain Falcon and Ganondorf share the same up special, wouldn't Ganon say yes like Falcon does? I feel like Ganon would say no. Like, no. He'd be the opposite. But yeah, last like
you scared Allie with your Ganon. How dare you?
I'm sorry.
You should apologize. There you go.
Oh, speaking of voice acting, just extending the topic like a little. It's like I said, on topic, off topic. But speaking of voice acting, I showed my mom my demo a few days ago. She's like, "Is that you?" I'm like, "Yes, mom. This is my demo reel. This is me voice acting." And then and then she heard the next voice. "Is that you?" I'm like, "Yes." "Is that you?" "Yes." She just kept asking me, like every time. I did a different voice. Like, there was one time I had to talk like an announcer, and his name was Takayuki or something like that. And she's like, "Is that you?" I'm like, "Yes, that's me." And then I'm not sure if you guys watch. That's actually not the voice. It's Bowser from Rise of the Fallen. I Kume, I can't do this. Blah blah blah. Kyle sucks at machinimating.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Or sometimes I have to talk like this for what's its face? I think it's
I can't even do the voices off head. Like it when I sit there and voice act a character, it honestly takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to do the voice before I can start doing the voice with the lines, because that's the whole point of voice acting.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. So many people cast me for stuff, and they're just like, "Yeah, just use your normal voice." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sweet."
That's also another thing I like about voice acting, and especially when. That's honestly why whenever I cast someone, I give flexibility as possible. But Bayonetta, so Ali Flindor, you have to sound like Bayonetta. No, but
I mean, to be fair, she had a really good.
Oh yeah, she did. She definitely did. But whenever I cast anyone in terms of voice acting, I always tell them.
Speaking of that, because you know it's kind of fun to talk about. Apparently, perhaps sometime in the near and or far future, whenever it happens. But Ali from the Door will be making a return to voice acting. Just that out there.
Oh shit! Oh, that's pretty cool.
Sorry if that was supposed to be a secret, but my podcast, my rules.
That's actually pretty cool. Like okay. Well, Ali, I'm probably going to message you directly after this podcast, so keep that in mind. But yeah. So thank you for letting me know. But dang, what was I even saying? I actually lost track of what I was saying. We're talking about.
We're going on to the next question, though.
Go ahead.
We're going on to the 9th question. So this is a very standard question. I've asked it on every podcast so far. But where do you think the Machinima community will be in the next 5 years or so?
Oh man, with Smash Ultimate? Wow. Bigger than what it is now, because I know a lot of like me, for instance, and you came from Smash 4, so Smash Ultimate's going to be huge, especially since more people own the Switch than people have the Wii U. It's definitely, the community is definitely going to be bigger. in my personal opinion. And not even with just Smash Ultimate, but Brawl as well. I know people who are doing Brawl Machinima who hasn't started their first Machinima yet, but they are currently working on it. And one of them happened to be my good friend Spider Freak, who is not in the stream right now. So check him out and subscribe to his channel too.
Oh my god, we had gone and nice break there without a shout out, but we're right back to it.
Yeah, right back to it. Anyway, but yeah, I feel like Machinima is going to thrive really much. I don't know where I was going with that, but I feel like
it's going to thrive really much.
really much. But yeah, Machinima is going to thrive like a lot because you know, more people have a Switch, more people's going to have Ultimate, and it's going to be the next big thing. So people are going to try to machinimate with that as soon as possible. And the camera's better, so yeah.
Which will probably be day one.
Sorry about that.
I said people are probably gonna have a Machinima out day one.
Oh yeah, I actually would not doubt that.
I'm
actually
guaranteed not going to be me.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not going to put this on my YouTube channel at all. It's going to pop up, and I'm not going to post it on Twitter, but you guys will be the first one to hear about it. I'm actually planning on making a very simple short called "It's Ouija Time," and I've been wanting to make this short with Smash 4, but honestly, okay, so I can like spoil the original script because the original script is not anywhere to what I'm going to have now. The original script is like everyone's having a big dinner or whatever, and then like Mario's there, and then like Luigi comes and like everyone's teasing Luigi. He's like, "Oh yeah, we don't take you serious. You're nothing. You're Luigi." Blah 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 blah. And then Luigi ends up saving everybody. While that is still the premise, the script's completely different, and I will be doing it in Ultimate, and it's going to be fun. So look forward to It's Ouija Time when I eventually get to it. But I feel like a lot of people are definitely going to jump in on this Ultimate bandwagon and machinimate. So it's going to be great to see all the newcomers and new faces when they do.
I agree, because Smash 4 brought in a lot of us, including like Isaiah started a series in Smash 4, you started your series in Smash 4, I started my series in Smash 4. There's bound to be others that I'm just not mentioning right now, but I'm sure I'll be corrected in the comments and the list will be added to, but there's still a bunch of us that came in Smash 4, and Smash 4 isn't even really that big in terms of how many people owned it and how many people own the Wii U, so I feel like, yeah, Ultimate's just gonna make the community blossom even more. Oh
yeah, not to mention that something I had in my mind is that Smash 4 in a way is very user-friendly. I mean, it's not now because, I mean, like, it still is. Every Smash Bros. Game is very user-friendly, but I know like a lot of Brawl Machinimators, they all use mods, and I mean, like, you might look at that and say like, oh, how can I get to that? I mean, like, it's easy to do. Like, once you get into it and once you have a community, once you like learn how to do it from YouTube. But as far as I'm concerned, like,
yeah, just ask D.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, just ask D-Ray. She knows everything. But no, like, every time I boot up Brawl, I'm just like, what do I do next with Brawl? But yeah, I feel like Ultimate's going to be very user-friendly in terms of machinimating, especially since I know some things about the game that I'm not going to say, but it's just going to be very user-friendly for machinimators who are new and old. So.
Alright, so we have arrived at the final question, and now normally the final question is where I do that last one, like where Machinima is going to be in 5 years, but for this episode, I feel like for the final question, to keep in theme with the lightheartedness that we've had all night, I'm gonna throw a like random out of the blue question at you that really kind of has no bearing on anything.
Okay.
All right. So you have Isaiah, you have Wise, and you have Smash.
Okay.
Who do you fuck? Who do you marry? Who do you kill?
Oh my god. Wise. So Wise, if you're in here, baby, Oh my god. No, that was horrible, man. What's your real question?
Nope, that's it. That's actually written down on my phone. That was question 10.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Ah, man, screw you. No, I'm joking. Oh boy, that was horrible. Um, so now I get to ask you questions, right?
Well, no, you gotta answer mine.
I said why, and then I said screw you, LOL, JK.
Yeah, but no, you gotta give me all.
Oh my god. All right, okay, so straight face, right? Ask that question that ask that question that you just asked me again.
Okay, so you have after, okay, so you have Isaiah, you have Wise, and you have Smash. Who do you fuck? Who do you marry? Who do you kill?
Okay, so why did you do this?
For shits and giggles. Why do I do anything,
Who do you
Lone?
fuck? Who do you marry? And who do you kill? Oh my god. All right, well, I'd.
Now,
It's like the fact that I kind of had to like say this out loud.
yeah, and don't even worry about the fact that it's live streamed right
Anyway, all right, straight face.
now. Yeah.
Okay, I'd fuck Smash.
Okay.
Why? Because his name is Smash. Smashing the new, smashing the old. You just gotta smash.
Alright, cool.
All right.
Alright. Stellar.
I'd marry Wise because every time I look at his eyes, I see a star full of blue skies.
What the fuck? You're rhyming now. Sweet. I like it.
This is so bad. And I don't know, Isaiah. I just had to kill you, man. Like, fuck it. Kill Isaiah. Okay, I answered your questions, man.
Yeah, you did. Alright, so, yeah. You are correct. We have done all 10 of my questions, which means now it is your turn to fire away at me
10 questions.
with some questions for a bit.
Let me open Microsoft Word. Let me.
I mean, you don't have to ask me 10. I just do 10 on mine, and then I let you guys, and then I let the guests ask me however many they like.
Okay,
want to.
so did you ever? What actually? I have a question. What actually? What made you want to do Machinima? What inspired you to do Machinima?
Okay, well, originally, for those of you that don't know, I had a channel many years ago called Hurley474. That was my original channel. And while I was using that channel, I went through a phase of every time I saw a type of like video, whether that be like Let's Play, Machinima, like anything like that, like a sprite series, I was like, I am going to try this. So when I stumbled across Machinima, my same mindset was, I'm going to try this because I think it looks awesome. So that's pretty much why I started, was because I wanted to see if I could do it, basically.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool, dude. Well, I know I'm not supposed to like really give feedback, but I am. That's kind of what made me want to do Machinima. I saw it. I'm like, you know what? I want to be just like Villain Joe, and here and what did he do? Here I am making Machinima now, so which is pretty cool. So I don't mind. It's actually a really good hobby. Editing, finding voice actors, actresses, the whole process. Like being friends with you guys, it's great. So I can't really complain. My next question would be, you know, I'm going to be nosy, and I want everyone else in the stream to be nosy with me. So, do you have any plans for Ultimate Machinima?
Are you referring to like full series or?
And yeah, and if you do, like, would you be able to drop a few beans?
The only okay. I don't have any full series planned, I can tell you that. I do have 2 shorts, one of which I've been wanting to make for quite a while, and then the other one that's a relatively new idea, both of which I think I'm going to do relatively quickly and Ultimate if I can.
Hmm. Okay.
So
And like, what's the Sorry.
okay. I'm assuming you're gonna ask what are the ideas.
Oh well, that. But I was also going to ask like, what's the category? Like, what category? Like the machinima type or whatever it is.
Okay. Both of the one of the shorts is a music video, and then the other one is gonna be a comedy.
Oh, cool. Now, what are your ideas?
A lot of times, well, see, I would answer that, except it would be a spoiler, so I'm just going to not.
Oh, okay. I understand that. Yeah, you don't want to spoil the stream.
Yeah, I don't like doing a whole bunch of spoiler stuff. Like, I can talk like vaguely about stuff, but both of these ideas are just kind of like, there's not a lot to them. They're just kind of like short, funny videos.
Yeah.
That might get a laugh, and then it'll be done. Because for the most part, when I do machinima, my stuff kind of has like more of a serious, more of like a darker tone to it overall. So a lot of times I take the opportunity for shorts and stuff to actually express the other side of that, and actually be able to write some stuff that'll make people laugh. Which is why I had such a blast making my Christmas special a few years ago.
Oh my god. I was gonna say, like, to be fair, there was a few times in, like, not even a few, there was a lot of times I actually laughed in Smash games. Like, your writing is actually pretty good, and the characters, like,
one of the fan favorite episodes that everyone loves to talk to me about is episode 3 where Justin chases the monkey.
Yep.
Yeah. And like arguably the most quoted and like commented line in the whole series is, "I will cut off your tail and use it as a noose to hang you."
Monkeys. Why is it always monkeys?
That's also a thing about Justin's character that is never explained in the whole show. You will never know why Justin has such an issue with monkeys.
Yeah, like,
it is just something. It is just a running gag that I wrote in that I never actually explained, which I can faithfully say it is never touched upon because I have the entirety of the series scripted out and done already.
Aw. Wait, so you already had the entire series done, but when you were on that episode?
Pardon?
You've already wrote the entire series?
Oh yeah, I've had it done for years.
Wow. I actually applaud you. Congratulations. Like, wow.
I think by the time I had finished the script on episode 13, I was working on episode 3 or episode 4. I can't remember which.
Wow. That's actually really interesting.
It might have actually been. It might have been even episode 2. I don't remember.
Wow. Like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of machinimators just write as they go. I did it at a point. So I don't know. Like, everyone machinimates differently. And I didn't think that at first. I just thought, like, everyone had this set way that they did it. Like, every machinimator did it the same. But that's actually really... I don't think that now. Like, that logic is out of the window. Like, ever since I've started machinima, I'm like, yeah, people must do this easier. People must do it harder. There's different ways. So, but before I even started machinimating, that's what I assumed. So that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's no like right or wrong way to do it.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Actually, that's not true. There is no one correct way to do it. There are definitely wrong ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of the way life is, right? Like, not just machinima, but like most things in general. There's more than one correct way to do things, but there's also like 1,000 wrong ways to do it.
I like the way you say that. Yeah, that's true. And this is why everyone in this stream, if you have not subscribed, should subscribe to Kyle. So.
Why? Because I can do like fortune.
Yes. Hey Kyle, next question. When am I going to die? I'm joking. No, that was pretty dark. Wow. Anyway. Don't answer that.
I mean, I haven't finished the script for episode 4 yet, but I mean, no promises.
Sorry, I'm like over here drinking a bottle of water. But
No worries.
my next question was, do you plan on making another Smash Bros. Machinima series after Smash Games is over?
Absolutely. 100%, I will be.
And what game are you using, or what engine are you using?
It will more than likely. I will more than likely shoot for Ultimate.
Why do I even ask that question? We were just talking about Last Light.
Well, because Last Light really isn't a series. Last Light is a full length. It'll be like a. I don't even know how long it'll be. I'm shooting for like a full length like move. It'll probably be over an hour.
Oh my god, yeah. Okay, so series, you're going to shoot in Ultimate.
You've seen the script. The script for Last Light is like 37 pages or something
Dude,
ridiculous.
it's a movie. That's what I was saying. Like, I enjoyed voicing the Ganondorf character because it was, to me, it felt like a full-blown production. It felt like I was voicing in a movie. I mean, every script does. There's not a single script I voice act for and said, oh yeah, blah blah. This is uninteresting. Like, every character I do is very fun because voice acting is a hobby that I have. But when I opened your script and I saw it, I'm like, yeah, this is like, and just looking at it, I'm like, this is going to be a full production because I actually sat there, believe it or not. I sat there and read the entire script because I remember like the last time I tried to voice a character and I didn't read the script, I had no idea what was going on. And I watched the episode, I'm like, I could have definitely like delivered those lines better. But yeah, like The Last Light, when I was reading it, I'm like, this is definitely a production. So yeah, I can see how that's going to be a movie when by the time you're done with that, it's going. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's going to be an ordeal. And Last Light will more than likely be done in like the same style as I'm doing Revenge, just because I know everything that I want to do is possible in that engine, whereas I'm not entirely sure if in Ultimate it'll be available to me.
Yeah. Interesting. That's pretty cool. Now, this is actually something that I asked myself. It's still in the vein of if you're going to make another Machinima, so kind of the same question, but it's not really the same question. Do you see yourself leaving Machinima or making Smash Bros. Machinima within the next 5 years or so?
100%. I will. Yeah, absolutely. I will still be making Machinima in this time.
That is very heartwarming to know. I look at myself like, no, I don't see it. But yeah, that's very heartwarming to know because you just can't leave your talent behind. So that's motivation on my end. So thanks for saying that. Because I'm quitting too. I'm just going to put my 2 weeks notice in tomorrow.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like my thing is, as long as I continue to have fun doing it, and as long as people will continue to like and watch my content, hell yeah, I'll stick around.
Yeah, sorry. It's technically the same question, but it's not. Yeah. Like, it's technically asking them to see you still want to make a Machinima, after Smash Games is done, so.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. It's kind of a weird thing to say, but I'm actually really looking forward to the end of Smash Games. Not because I don't like the series or anything, but just because I'm excited to see, it wrap up, and I'm excited to see how people will like how I've wrapped up the series.
Hold on one second. I was telling people to check you out. We're doing a live stream. Yeah, I heard what you said. That's something I believe I actually wrote an entire paragraph to you in the Retro Pixels chat, just gushing out I'm super excited that you're almost done with your series. Because
it was actually in a comment on, I think it was either I think it was the ending, my final ending.
Yeah.
Where you wrote me a paragraph.
Yeah, that's another reason why I know I keep talking about Villain Joe, but that's also to the Smash because I go and I look at all these older Machinimas I used to watch. I'm like, oh, it's not finished. I understand that some people, not even some people, a lot of people have responsibilities, so not everyone can finish their series. There might be something that pop up and bam, you might lose something that you can't make a Machinima anymore. So I understand that. So the fact that you're coming out and you're almost you know, you're a new machinimator. You're like, you're not new now, but you were new at the point, and like you're almost done your series. That's very, very inspirational to me, considering I also make machinima. So I actually do look up to you. And I'm pretty sure there's...
And we started about the same time.
Yeah, I do look up to you. We started at the same time, and I do look up to you because, and I'm pretty sure there are others who do look up to you. You're almost done your series. Like, that's awesome. That is such a huge accomplishment. So I can understand that you're going to be happy when it's over. And how are you going to celebrate if you are?
How am I going to celebrate the end of the series?
Yeah.
Well, I've talked about this before on, I think, actually a few different episodes of the podcast, but I guess for people that haven't tuned into those ones before and it's going to be new information to them, what I plan on doing is after I have episode 13 100% finished, edited, rendered, everything.
Sorry?
I said as soon as I have episode 13, which is the final episode of Smash Games, once I have it 100% finished, edited, rendered, everything, I'm going to be setting up a live stream. I'm going to live stream the entirety of the series, episodes 1 through 12, with hopefully some of the voice actors and cast from the show, like talking and chatting with me during the episodes.
I'll be there.
And then after we finish watching episodes 1 through 12, I'm going to premiere live before it goes on YouTube. Episode 13. So people that tune into the live stream will see the episode first, and then it'll go on YouTube shortly afterwards. Which I actually got this idea from Mofat, because when he finished Grand Brawl, he did a similar thing where he live streamed his final episode, and that was the first live stream I'd ever watched and was like really active in, and it had a really big impact on me, so I want to do something similar.
Yeah.
So I'm taking mine, showing the whole series, premiering the final episode, gonna do like a Q&A, kind of like make it an event for people, and then cap it off with watching 13, and then the episode 13 will go on onto YouTube shortly after that live stream.
That's actually pretty cool. And just know that I will definitely be there for that because I voice act Vaughn. I voice act Captain Falcon. Oh, I voice act Vaughn in Smash.
Yeah, you do.
I was going to say Smash King. Oh my God, Smash King. Yes, I voice act Vaughn in Smash King, guys.
Man, that's a crossover and a half.
Yeah, I know.
I'll have to talk to Tiger about that one.
But no, I voice act Vaughn in Smash games, and it's been such a nice ride to voice act that character. And all the yells and shouts and screams that I had to do in the closet is definitely worth it when I watch your series. So it's going to be great. Like, not even just my character. My favorite character in the show in general at first was Justin, but now it's actually Rory. So,
I thought you were going to say your favorite character was Sakurai.
Oh my God. No. It's just, that is... No, stop. Why'd you do that?
Because he's the greatest.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the GOAT
of all Saiyans.
No, but really, it's like it was Justin, but as Roy's character developed throughout the series, I don't know, like I actually at first did not like Roy. I'm like, oh, it's just Sasuke, like, yo, just whatever, dark and edgy. But then you actually figure out that he's essentially the main character of the show. Like,
yeah, a little bit, which is, it kind of sucks. It's actually a small inside trivia about Smash games. So before I started for the first episode, I talked to my best friend Matt, who plays Ethan.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, do you want to be the main character of this show? Do you want to voice act and be the main character Ethan for this series? And he was like, absolutely. So I pitched it to him as the main character. And as I was writing in the beginning, Ethan was the main focus. However, as the series went on and as I was writing more, I was like, well, now hang on. This Rory guy's got some, like, got potential to be really interesting and have, like, cool moments and cool character development. So then I kind of, so like the first season, or the first arc, which is episodes 1 to 5, focused more so on Ethan. And then the second arc, or the second like part of the show, which is episode 6 to 10, kind of transitioned from Ethan to Rory.
Yeah,
like,
I've noticed, and honestly, no offense to you,
but then
continue.
But then Rory dies in episode 10. But then Rory dies in episode 10. So.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Yeah.
Anyway, you were gonna say no offense to,
like, no offense to Ethan, but I don't know. I feel like Ethan. If I'm not sure who's played Breath of the Wild, but no spoilers here. But if you can, Breath of the Wild has like a more of a focus to Zelda. I mean, like, it is called The Legend of. Actually, never mind. Just let me scrap what I'm going to say, because usually every Zelda. Like Twilight Princess, Wind Waker, but usually like you're just playing as his main character, which is Link. So you think that you're going to get attached to this character, but no. Like, surprise, surprise, it's this character who is like the star of the show, and that's how I feel about so over time he's my favorite character, and unfortunately he dies. So, you know, definitely Roy's badass. All right, let me ask my next question. How did you feel about joining the Retro Pixels when you first did?
Well, when I first joined, Isaiah was like, so Isaiah messaged me, because Isaiah was the one that reached out to me about actually joining. He was like, hey, so we have a spot open that just opened on the group. Would you want to take it? And I was like, I literally responded, was like, yes. Yeah, no, I'll do it. I literally think it was like, I think my actual first response was yes.
Yes. Just nothing else. Delete your YouTube channel. Yes. That's great.
Well, it's because at the time I had started talking to you, and the other guys from the Pixels had started to take notice of my series, and I was getting a few comments from them, and I was like, so I checked out you guys, checked out what you were doing, and I was like, oh man, these guys are part of a group. I wonder if I could be part of the group at some point. And then you got in,
you already
and I
knew.
was like, yeah. And then you got in, and I was like, oh man, Lone got in. I wonder if I can get in. And then I got to the point where I'm like, maybe not. Either way, I'm still going to keep doing my thing. And then I had finished episode 2, and then it was in between me working on episode 2 and episode 3 where Isaiah was like, hey, do you want to join? And I was like, yes.
Yes. Put me in now. Thank you. Okay, Lone, we're officially friends. Like, yeah, we're going to do podcasts. Yeah, we're going to do all this shit there.
Juice me up, coach. I'm going in.
Yeah. Honestly, I feel like choices that Isaiah made as a leader make sense, and they're great choices. Like, we're such a great team, and you guys are great people. So, thank you, Isaiah, for putting Speed Demon in our wonderful cast of cartoon characters. Okay. So I want to ask my final question, and I want to kind of go out with a bang. So I'm actually going to ask whoever's viewing the live stream to help me out with this. You guys give me an idea, and I ask Kyle here the last question.
Okay, so then while they're typing, what are we going to talk about to fill the gap?
I was actually just reading the comments, but Let's talk about Smash Ultimate. That game comes out in like 5 more days.
I know. Oh, so excited.
Don't worry, we're like.
However, I'm a tad disappointed though.
Oh, why? What's wrong?
Well, no. Just because for like the entirety of the first day of launch, I won't. I shouldn't say I won't be able to, but it won't be that beneficial. With speed thinking with Rob's voice, just because for the tournament I have to go to, like at the day of launch, we're only allowed to use the starting roster.
Well, I already know you're going to play Mario.
Oh, absolutely. I'm probably going to main Mario for like the entirety of the game, but I still like playing all the other characters. So just for the most of the day, I'm just going to be like, yep, Mario. I got to learn everything, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I do like Star's question, so I'm going to answer this, and you can answer it before. I kind of want to brag about this. My GameStop, they're unresponsible, and they don't know what a midnight release is. So I'm going to actually get the game 4 hours early before everyone does.
Except the people that have their advanced review copies. And
oh yeah, I'm going to get my copy on December 6th.
And the people that have pirated the game and yada yada yada.
Yeah. But anyway, so Stars
right. Also
yeah, what's up?
For the other thing that Star was thinking, also I know you're like, yo, Inkling, I got it. I know. For you. But for what was speed thinking with Rob's voice, fun fact, I had nothing to do with how the audio is edited for Rob's voice. That's how my voice actor sends it to me.
Oh God. And, yeah.
And sometimes voice actors aren't the easiest people to how do I say this without sounding mean? Sometimes they just, they do their thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, sweet, cool, you're done, awesome. And then I go to put the video together, and I'm like, oh.
Yes, dude, oh my God. There's so many times where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm listening to these lines, it's so great. I'm not even looking at my script at all. I'm like, yeah, the lines are awesome. And then I actually put the lines together, I'm like, oh shit, there's a comma there. Why didn't they pause? And I refuse to go back and ask someone to redo their lines, so I'll just sit there. Sorry, Angel, I know I asked you, if you watch this, Angel, I know I asked you to redo a line or two, but anyway. Outside of Angel, I'll never go back and ask. And there's times where
my favorite thing, I was checking out lines for Revenge Episode 2, and I was going through Smash's lines, and I normally have the script up because I have a dual monitor setup.
Yeah.
So I have the script on one monitor, and I have the lines going on the other one.
Right.
And I'm going through and following the script, and all of a sudden, Smash says this line, and I'm like, that's not supposed to be there. That's not even the line that I wrote. And then I'm like, okay, well, but Smash also likes to ad-lib stuff, so I'm sure he'll get to the right line eventually. And then he made his ad-lib line. He did that 7 times, and then he moved on to the next scripted line, and I'm just like, oh, okay, my line just doesn't exist. Okay.
Oh my God.
So then I messaged him, and I was like, hey man, so I really like your ad-lib line, but the one that I wrote kind of goes contextually with what is happening.
Hey man, you leave Smash alone. He didn't do anything.
Oh dude, it's great. It's fun. And then the other one that kind of, it's also funny, but at the time, whenever it happens, I'm just like, crap, this kind of blows. It's when you're going through the script and you're going through the lines, and then you're watching them and reading them, and you're like, oh, this line, okay, this guy just didn't record this line.
Yes!
It's just not here.
It's the worst. And usually I would feel so bad. There was Yumi, she's a good friend of mine. She actually missed one word. It wasn't even a line. She missed one word in a script. So what I did was I went back to the previous episode that she recorded and took that one word out. And just put it in. I'm like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that works. You said the word "the" in the last episode.
I'm gonna go take the out, but no, it was episode 7. She said something, the blade of evil's bane. Like that was actually, if you actually go to episode 7 and hear her during like she plays a goddess Hylia, by the way, or Helia, however you want to say it. So if you go back and watch episode 7 and listen to her say the blade of evil's bane, and then go back to episode 6 where the first 5 minutes showed me her say the blade of evil's bane, it's literally the same. It's the same line.
But see, that's the beauty of doing Machinima, because in between episodes it's so long, right? You don't even remember.
Yeah. And I just felt so bad. I'm like, hey, you forgot to record this. He's like, oh, I'm gonna do it. It's okay. And I was like, and I was like, me being impatient, I'm like, no, I need this line now. So I just went and just took the line from out the previous mission. I was like, damn, there you go. And then she sent it to me. I'm like, nope, episode's already out. But yeah, she is such a great voice actress. Okay, but moving on to this last question though, I'm also going to answer it. So Star's question is, what ultimate newcomers are you most excited to play with in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? Or with Smash Machinima, like either or, it doesn't really matter. We can do both.
Alright, who am I most excited about? In terms of like Machinima stuff, honestly, like King K. Rool, because I like having more options to different villains.
Yeah.
Because I think that's something that Machinima is lacking, is that like for main villains it's like, oh, hey guys, it's Bowser. Oh boy, Ganon. Ganon's the big bad, guys. Here we go.
Yeah, I actually can't wait to see you use King K. Rool. For regarding what you just said, for me it's less so about who they use, but how they use the character. So if you can use like,
no, I get that, but on the same side, it's like even
I can feel
because
that.
like even if like they make the characters different, like when it gets to the time to fight the big bad, it's like, oh, we got the slow moving Ganon moveset.
Yeah. Now, who are you most excited to play with in Smash Ultimate?
Who am I most in terms of like new characters or just
New
in general? I guess the
characters.
answer is new characters. Ooh, most excited for? The first one that kind of comes to mind, which is gonna sound bad, but like I'm actually super psyched to play Chrom, because he's like from the trailers and stuff I've seen, he's like a mixture of Roy and Ike, which I think is really.
Oh
cool.
no, that's not bad at all. Chrom's pretty. He looks pretty badass, so I might use him. But yeah, he looks pretty badass. Honestly, when so I was like reading the comments, but honestly, when they first revealed Chrom, I was so confused. I'm like, is he a newcomer? I mean, I know they just said Echo, but he kind of looks like Ike. He was like Roy. He was like, he was just a mixture of every character. But the more
he's kind of what I wanted more Echoes to be like, where they aren't a total just copy with different properties. They're like kind of like a combination of like different characters.
Yeah. And like, yeah, he to me looks. I don't care if he's Echo or not. He still looks really unique. Same with Dark Sims. Like all the Echoes, they really went out of their way to make them have their own personality. Like Dark Sim is Flo's, Daisy's. You know, she's more energetic. Hi, I'm Daisy. You know, just all the work they done with all the characters are just very, very great. But to be honest, I don't want to sound like I don't want to sound like but they could have done more work with Richter, because the way he plays and just animations to me just looks kind of like Simon Belmont outside of the taunts and victories, but everything else just kind of looks similar. But
oh man,
yeah.
But in terms of brand newcomers, I can't wait to play Breath of the Wild Link.
Oh god, yes, dude. Yes. His freaking what is it called? The bomb. Oh god, I'm a Zelda fan. I don't even know this. Remote bomb. There you go. Remote bomb. So good. But for me, in terms of newcomers and in terms of like who I'm more excited to machinimate with, It's obvious, Inklings.
Really, I wonder what gave that away. How about the fact that as soon as the trailer dropped, he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna use this trailer to make it a machine."
Yeah, yeah. Like the moment it dropped, I was like, oh my god. And then my friend had the nerve, like one of my friends in IRL, he had the nerve to say, you're only talking about Inklings because they just got announced for Smash. I'm like, have you not seen my 400+ hours I put in fucking Splatoon 2? You take that shit
like a madman.
I'm like, you take that shit back. Like I was super excited for Splatoon, and like, I'm sorry.
You were crazy about Splatoon.
Oh yes, dude. And like during the Nintendo, during like the Nintendo Direct when they were talking about all the Splatoon, I felt like the only guy or like just the only person alive who was like, yeah, new Splatoon trailer, like Splatoon 1 again. Meanwhile, everyone's like, oh, more Splatoon.
Do you remember when you were like, hey, so like if I give you a Nintendo card, will you buy Splatoon? And I was like, I mean, if you're gonna pay for it, then yeah. And then you went to give me the card, and it's like, yeah, by the way, you can't use an American card in Canada, you dumbass.
Oh yes, guys, like literally, I went out of my way to buy Speed Demon Splatoon 2 so we can play together, and I bought it, and then all of a sudden it was like the Nintendo eShop card, and it was like, can't use it. And I'm like, shit, I really want to play with you. So yeah, favorite newcomer, hands down, Inklings. The only thing that I'm disappointed in terms of their moveset is that there's no charger. I feel like Sakurai did a great job making the game, but I feel like the side smash should have been charger, and that a neutral A combo should have been ink brush instead of jab jab splatter shot. But outside of that, yeah, I feel like it should have been jab jab ink brush instead of jab jab splatter shot, because they're technically using the splatter shot twice to shoot, and they took out the most iconic weapons that they have in their moveset when you play Splatoon. And when I play Splatoon, I'm a charger main, so I'm like, oh, you don't have the charger. I'm mad, but yeah, I'm pretty.
Man, I'm hearing you talk about Splatoon, and it just sounds like a bunch of gobbledygook to me.
Gobbledygook. I mean, Inklings, dude.
Like,
gobbledygook.
I can hear the words coming out of your mouth, and they're forming a sentence, but like the sentence doesn't like. You're like, the words are going into my ears, and then they're hitting my brain, and my brain's like rejecting them, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
Oh god. And one more thing that disappointed me, but I kind of came to accept it because Killer Well is in Splatoon 2 in some type of way. I'm not going to spoil it, just figure it out. But Killer Well, when I saw that as their final smash, I'm like, oh, why isn't it Ink Striker? Google or YouTube Ink Striker and watch it. It looks so gorgeous. Like, I feel like that their whole thing of, oh, we're trying to get right to the punch with final smashes. I feel like a cinematic Ink Striker KOing an opponent would have been so badass. It would have been like, it literally would have been Ink Strikers. Like, think about Incineroar's final smash, but an Inkling is like shooting a missile from their back, and it goes into the air, and it then just lands down, and it creates this huge like swirl of ink, and it kind of looks like Incineroar's final smash. That's what Ink Striker would have been. But yeah, I'm happy with the characters we got. I'm happy with Inkling now that I've seen more gameplay, so I'm pretty super excited.
Oh man, I just remembered character I'm most excited to play in Ultimate, Prawn Plant.
Oh god, yes. Please, no more Robs, guys. Stop putting fucking Robs in your Machinima. We have.
Piranha Plant. Yeah, there's like an anti-Rob minion like movement in the Machinima community. It's hilarious. Alone? Buddy? Where'd you go? What the fuck? I feel so alone.
Just hear me, I'm sorry. I was talking the entire time. I was saying, yeah, I'm excited for Piranha Plant 2.
Use Piranha Plant.
Oh, and you're cutting in and out a bunch.
Oh, my bad. I said no more harming Robs. We have to use Piranha Plant for Machinima now.
Alright. On that note, though, we've been streaming for almost 2 hours, so I think it's about time we end things off.
Okay. Great,
Right,
because my laptop is now on 10%, so this is actually awesome. I can't find my charger.
Alright, sweet. So, thank you for coming on, Lone. It was a pleasure.
Likewise, man.
Great talking to you and enjoying this. Thank you, everyone that came out and watched. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully, it won't take another like 2 weeks to do the next episode of the podcast. It just ended up being an issue with certain events taking place for guests and then stuff that I had to do. So I missed, I think, a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then recorded this one. But hopefully I'll be able to go back to doing it a little bit more regularly. So, as always, if you have any suggestions on people you would like to see on the podcast, put it in the chat before everything closes up. Put a comment when the live stream goes live on YouTube, or just go on the Discord and message me there, or just personal message me somewhere. Speaking of which, my Twitter is down below. Feel free to follow me to get updates and stuff. My Discord server is down below as well, so feel free to join that. And then other than that, Lone's channel is down in the description, so make sure you go there and subscribe, because he does really awesome machinima.
Yes,
as we've been talking
the best
about all
machinima.
night.
No, I'm joking.
And then other than that, it was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys had fun too. And I will see you guys in the next episode of the podcast, or the next video, whatever it may be. Peace out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.